What's good, people? Welcome to Flex Finance. My name is Daniel and I'm here to help you guys save money and make money. Today we're discussing dividend investing and specifically how to create a second income through dividends. So this is something that I'm currently working towards and it's going to take a long time, and I hope that you guys understand. I'm going to preface this by saying that dividend investing takes a while. You have to constantly reinvest dividends. You have to constantly invest into stocks or into the stocks that you own, and it's probably going to take more than 10 years to really see the returns that you want. Specifically for a second income, it might take more than, I'm going to say, around 40-50 years. So that I'm doing this now so that when I am at 60 or 70 and I want to retire, that's something I can fall back onto. And if, God forbids, something happens to my income when I'm older and I have a job, I'm out of college and I have a job, and something happens to my income, like with the COVID situation, it's an income I can fall back onto. Having said that, dividend investing is pretty low maintenance. The most work you're gonna have to do is really finding the stocks that you want to invest into. But apart from that, all you have to do is invest into the stocks, constantly invest. All you have to do is set up a recurring investment. And sometimes if you want to change your strategy, you can go ahead and do that. But this is a really low maintenance way of investing. So personally, I use M1 Finance for my dividend investing. You can use the link in the description, and you guys can get a bonus $10 if you guys spend $100 or deposit $100, which is 10% of your investment already, which is a good start. But I use M1 Finance because you can buy fractional shares or fractions of shares, and I will explain a bit more of that later on in the video. But to start with the basics, they give you basically a pie. Pretty simple. Let's say I want to invest into 4 stocks, Tesla, Amazon, Google, and Apple. I can split those stocks up into slices of a pie. I could put 25% each, and that way, whenever I invest or deposit, my money will be split into those 4 stocks and those 4 slices immediately. So this is a great way to invest, in my opinion, just because it is very low maintenance. If you were to do this in Robinhood, you'd have to go in and buy each stock separately, and that just takes a lot of time. I think M1 Finance is the best way to do this, especially for dividend investing, as you need to diversify your stocks, which means you may have around 30 holdings, So to be time efficient, M1 Finance pies are a great thing to use. And in terms of fractional shares, let's say I have $100 deposited, or I'm going to deposit $100. If I want M1 Finance, I can do that right now, and if we stick to that original pie with the Amazon, Tesla, Apple, and Google, I think it was, my $100 will be split into those 4 stocks, $25 invested into each stock. So it's really easy to do. But with fractional shares, you can actually invest into those companies with $100. If I was on Robinhood and I was investing $100, first of all, I couldn't buy any of those stocks. I couldn't buy Amazon. Amazon's like $2,000. Same with Tesla. All of those stocks are way too expensive to be able to invest with $100 only. Having said that, there are fractional shares coming to Robinhood. Some people have that option. I'm one of them, but I don't really use it that much, just because I don't see it doesn't work for me on Robinhood, since I do everything on M1 Finance. But even if you're doing fractional shares on Robinhood, I still think M1 Finance is better because of the pies, because you'd have to go into each stock separately and buy them that way on Robinhood. So back to Robinhood and the $100 deposit. If you guys don't have fractional shares on there, which most people don't right now, If you had $100, you could only buy into stocks that were pretty cheap. I would say like Kroger is around $30. That stock that I like, I'm getting a good yield from that. But again, you can only buy free Kroger stocks of $100. So that's not a great way to invest in my opinion. You guys could obviously plan it every month in order to diversify, but it would take a long time. I would say it would take a few weeks or a few months, maybe a year, to diversify, depending on how much money you're putting in each week or each month. So I am a college student, so my monthly deposit is just under $40, which isn't that much, but it does accumulate. If I had a full-time job, obviously I would invest a whole lot more into my portfolio, but in a situation I'm in right now, that's what I'm putting in. It may not seem like a lot, but bear in mind this is a long-term play. Not only will you get dividends on a monthly or quarterly basis, those stocks will also rise in value. For example, one of the stocks that I'm invested in is Tesla, and Tesla has skyrocketed in the past few weeks or the past few months, and that stock has really, I think I'm up $20 on it, and I've only invested like $70, I think. So it's a really good return, and that will increase my dividend yield from that stock too. So if we take a look at my portfolio right now, you can see I just have over $1,000 invested right now. I'm up $30. Most of that, as you can see right here, 24. Most of that is Tesla actually, but that gives you an example of how the rise in value of stocks over time can really help your portfolio. So if you're thinking, well, I'm not going to be making that much money each year or each month or each quarter, you have to think about this is long term. The stocks are going to rise in value, you will get dividends that will be reinvested, and if you continue to invest, your portfolio will grow. This is way better, in my opinion, than investing in a savings account, because it will rise in value in multiple ways. So if we look here, manage my pie, I have a 2.94% yield, and on the money that I currently have invested, that's under $30 a year right now, which again is nothing, nowhere close to creating a second income, but over time that is going to grow. So yes, $30 a year isn't that much, but I'm gonna keep investing into my portfolio. I'm gonna keep reinvesting my dividends, and over time that's just gonna grow my portfolio to the point where when I'm older and I want to retire, I can live on my dividends. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped a lot. Subscribe, and we'll see you soon.